Riz Radio.
Yeah.
That's how we get to it.
And when you see me, salute me like a general. I'm leading the troops. I make this G shit look so easy to do. Hey, when you see me, salute Commander in Chief. You can see I'm the truth. It don't matter whether the streets or the booth. When you see me, salute.
Oh yeah, oh
When you
yeah.
see me, salute.
For real, for real.
When you see me, salute.
Coming off Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. You ain't gotta speak, homie. When you see me, salute. Raise your right hand to your hairline. Stand at attention, hold it there until you recognize. Once I return the salutation, then it's at ease as you were no conversation. Well, unless you're saying what it do, G. Decorated 5-star general, a true G. I made it fresh up off the battlefield. Ripping for my niggas in the battle still. Yeah, with more stripes than the jail suit. Been in the lead, trail hoop. When I fell through bitches standing in their chairs, taking pictures with their sales. Hey, let me tell you something about a player. Put me anywhere.
Let's go, man. You right here with us. You right here with us, talking music with Dom and Lee, Producer Dom coming in there with the TIP. You can get off the TIP of my dear. Man, legendary. That was when beef and diss tracks, were on the main joints. I get into that in a minute, but you're listening right here. Download the app Riz Radio. He is Dom, the producer. Well, he's Dom, period. But the producer, the artist, the musician, the singer, the rapper, the salesman, if you will. So if you need that car sold, if you need that, you need that, whatever you need sold, just go to this man right here.
They call me the multi-hyphenate.
Come on, the multi-hyphenate right there, man. Give it to that man with the curls out today, looking like Poppy.
hey, chest out and everything.
Yeah, hey, what I call this man for? It'll come to me.
You didn't say nothing. I'll just keep going. And that over there is Poetic Lee, POETICLEE. You were listening to Prince Radio.
It's gonna come to me for the end of this show. I gotta remember.
No, it ain't. You know what we were talking about before we hopped on air?
Oh, hold on. We gotta do the intro right. And shout out to Asia Collins, the founder of the movement behind the app that's hosting 2 artists of their own rights, their own kind, and their own damn mind. What's up, Poppy? It's Poppy something.
I know
something, but I gotta remember.
No, I ain't giving it to you. I didn't like it. I ain't gonna tell you.
Oh, dang, that's what I'm gonna be on my brain. My brain is like
stupid.
All the minions in my brain are now like pulling the files to see what was that.
Man, you just doing so many things. You can't remember it all. You know what I mean?
I know.
You gotta make room.
Something in me wants to say Poppy Chalupa, but that's not it. That's the
close.
Yeah, it's
close.
Like that battle. It's a double
close.
negative. Yeah, it is. But anyway, man. Hey man, we right here, we back at it. So some things going on that we're gonna try to get to, but mainly, TIP. Yeah, I was saying that TIP, that Ludacris and T.I. beef, man, put me in a very weird place, being that it's been the one time in my life of like the 2 people I really love to listen to were beefing, and coming off a week of the diss tracks and everything, everybody rapping. I think it's obviously clear. Like it's clear to say now it's a wrapped up. Which I you know what? This was a very 2025 beef.
Expound, please.
Or 2025 did. This was very you know what? I think sometimes in life you may be looking at things. You're like, no, I want to see football when they got to crack each other's skulls, and I want to see football when you could just take a man's face mask and just drag it in the dirt. But guys didn't live long like that, Dom.
They did not. You're right.
You go to the Hall of Fame Museum, and I went there and I saw guys. They lived to their 60s, 50s.
Yeah. Hey, man. Did you? So I'm guessing you didn't see who entered the chat today. You've been focused today.
Oh yeah. I've been lasered in this whole weekend. I didn't know who's into what chat. I don't know, but I'll just say real quick. Look, man, I don't care who entered the chat. It's a wrap. I'm gonna get to whoever entered the chat in a minute, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, if whoever entered the chat, bro, you just gonna have
Yeah.
to find a new opponent and start with the one like the again the the one that we all were here to see. That's a wrap. I'm just gonna say that's a
Yeah,
wrap. I
that's a
think
wrap.
both of
If
those
it's not a
gentlemen.
rap, that's gonna be weird.
Yeah, Joey Badass has announced his album coming out, which he should do. You got to take momentum of this.
Oh no, totally didn't see that coming.
Yeah, August.
Wow.
Which he
Mhm.
should be. That's what you should do. Like and that's what I want to hear. I feel
Yeah.
like coming off this, you know what makes me want to hear that, and I'm gonna get to who. I want you to tell me who entered the chat today.
Oh, we don't need to stay on it
Crash.
that long.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
It's
Crash Dummy does make me excited for what he has in store.
I
That
think Crash Dummies was fun. I think Crash Dummies was fun. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
no. Expound.
I just think that's the word of the day. Expound. It was just. I think it was fun. I don't. I have my opinions left or right on this beef.
Yeah,
But like, I think it was fun. I think he took a more up tempo beat and had a little bit more fun on it than any other record. Now, like,
yeah,
was it the best play for a beef? Maybe, maybe not, depending on who you like and what you like. But at the end of the day, I think it was a fun record, and I could definitely see why people would be excited to hear more from him.
yeah, yeah. I mean, shoot, the way that he did the flows, that was his on a very like. Nah, I
Yeah,
can't even say that. But I think that was his moment to kind of like go ahead and exit the battle.
yeah. I mean, I agree with you. Internet has a whole bunch of different opinions. Some of them are valid, and some of them aren't. That's just anything. You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah.
I do think is weird?
Okay.
The person that entered the chat is Ab Soul.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Dang, I
Yeah.
wish we could listen to that right now. I'm curious.
It's on YouTube. I could send you the link if you want.
I don't have my cord in here with me. That's
Respect.
okay. Um,
Respect.
yeah. Okay, we'll check that out. We'll check that out, and then we'll talk. We could like give our thoughts, I guess, on it tomorrow. Then I have to listen to it. But
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, man.
you know what? I was listening to some people talk about the daylight entry of it and the daylight point of it, and
Mm.
how beforehand, which I will agree on,
Mhm.
beforehand, I think you looked at daylight as somebody that you just didn't go near at all. And
Mhm.
I think while he had some moments in this where and through because he kept putting out so many different types of records,
Yeah.
I think the issue with that when you do that type of style though of
Mhm.
I'm gonna start over here on this temperature, then I'm gonna warm up, and I'm gonna give you all these different types of records. I
Uh-huh.
think the only issue with that is that the listener, you're depending on the listeners listening to all of these, right? Versus not just this one over here, where you
Mhm.
may have been on, you may out of 10, you may have been on this is level three right here.
Yeah.
And that listener may stay listening to level three, where it's like, okay, where you did heat up to maybe level eight, but that person didn't get to level eight.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it in this kind of sense, it made him now seem a little bit more. It kind of takes the of like, oh,
Uh-huh.
don't get next to daylight now. I think now you kind of look at, you know,
Mm.
it would be careful, but I don't think it maybe has the same veracity as it maybe did before a little bit. What you think?
I could see that. I think as a listener that also has an understanding of how it's made,
Yeah.
I can understand that point. I think the difference between this and the perception of not getting next to daylight is that they're still cool. Like they're cool. They're
Mm,
friends. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like, and this whole thing wasn't posed as
I see what
like
you're
this
saying.
is a beef. It was more
Yeah,
so like this is hip hop. And I
lyrical.
feel like exactly. So like for me, I'm like, yeah, this is cool for hip hop. Like rap, go rap your ass off. That's cool. I
Yeah,
appreciate that. but the lens of this is a beef and this is like a good beef. Like, nah, like this was a rollout. You know, Ray Vaughn admitted it at the beginning, and now Joey
Mhm,
Badass announced his album. You know what I
mhm,
mean? Like
mhm.
that is what it should. That this is exactly what it should have been. So I can understand like why maybe the veracity is dampened a little bit, but I wouldn't test that
Do
like
you
with a legitimate beef. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that. Do you think daylight should also take opportunity of the moment and whether
Drop some
in
music,
yeah, drop some music?
man.
'Cause I mean, this is probably I'm pretty sure this probably had to have ushered in a lot of new listeners that listen to Daylight outside the battle stuff and kind of like hear him on actual music now.
hmm Yeah. Um, I mean, shit. I think anybody that entered the chat should do something.
Yeah, for
Do
sure.
something now while it's still buzzing, while you still bubbling. Shit, I want to hear something from Reason. Dead ass. I like. I've heard
That's my
people
problem. See, that's
discredit
my
his
problem with
whole
Reason.
his what?
That's my problem with Reason, man.
But that I've seen people discredit him like entering this chat and like dropping something completely. And I'm like, out of everybody that entered the chat, he actually came with fucking heat. The
Yeah,
beat was good, the mix was good. He rapped his ass off from start to finish, switched up the beat, it was captivating. And then you
yeah.
got like some other like what do you like you I want to hear something from Reason. I do think Daylight should drop something. I just think the thought has to like you got to have some forethought into what you're going to put out
Yeah, yeah.
respectfully. Like don't just do a
I think this
compilation album.
this is the time for Daylight to maybe drop some like GTA type shit. GTA
Oh,
6 is
kill
coming
that.
soon. Like
Yeah.
make some crazy. This is the time for everybody to capitalize on brand deals. This is
Mm.
talking music with Domily, and I want to kind of just put that into this because that's the business stuff that my mind thinks about sometimes too. This is the prime opportunity, not just music, but also prime opportunity to capitalize on business opportunities.
Yeah.
Yo, like I think yeah, I think some of y'all can really get some really cool partnership opportunities because of what happened. You know, they
Yeah.
like how they did the Red Bull situation.
Yeah, that's fire. I mean, Red Bull won.
That's what we were
Red Bull
saying.
won that. Like
Yeah.
that was so smart. Whoever posed that idea to Red Bull, you need a raise, brother. you need a raise because
Yeah.
that means that brand is listening to the pulse of the like the culture that they are in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, oh, I don't know, being weird about it. Because Red Bull has a record label, right?
They be tapped in, man. Like they
Yeah.
it's not just like bull crap. Um I want to, yeah, I want to know who did that for sure. I want to know who did that because that's somebody to definitely tap into. Somebody's they're like there's somebody that after, but I mean, we're in that age though, like Don, to be real with you, like we're in that
Mhm,
age where like the the like the sons, the daughters of these CEOs or like these older people, they
mhm,
grew up now like in our range. They grew up in class with us. They grew up going to
yeah,
school with us. They grew up with the vibes. They grew up with understanding, you know,
this
uh,
culture.
of yeah, of what of a sense of what makes sense for the culture, right?
Mhm,
So it's not even sometimes even because put aside skin color, you just have
mhm,
people now that's just like where their parents may be disconnected, they own the label, they owned all this shit, and
mhm,
now they're 30 plus, they're in their upper 20s,
mhm.
they're in their early 40s where they're now in the
Whew.
rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I
I was
mean,
like,
it's
I didn't even mean
yeah,
to say that out loud, but
no, but I mean, it's real shit. When I think about like I think about
yeah,
myself and I think about people I know, it's like, yeah, we've grown and we're now in this age range where it's like
yeah,
we're in these positions now. And
for
so
sure.
like what are you going to continue to do? Are you going to continue to do the things that maybe the older generation did? It's like, no, I have a
Nah.
license now to usher in something new and different and
Mhm.
get people around me a bag.
Yeah, yeah, and they can do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Man, the other day I saw this is niche. I'm sorry. There's this dude on TikTok that like
Mhm.
left corporate America and decided to sail from like I don't remember from where, but he's sailing from like I want to say California. I could be wrong. From
Okay.
California to Hawaii with a rescue cat, like because he
Oh,
got fed up
sail,
with.
like, what do you mean sail? Like sailing the boat?
Yeah. Yeah. Man left corporate
Gotta figure it.
America, bought a boat, adopted a cat, and decided to sail to Hawaii because he was fed up with corporate America and he was like, this is what I want to do. A brand out there saw that he was tapped into a certain pulse of the culture right now and
Wow.
decided to get a plane and drop him a care package while he's out here in the ocean.
Yeah.
Like that's a good example of a brand recognizing the time that they're in. You would never see some brand do that shit back in the day.
Because man, people right now, like they want to know what's going on. They want to, I mean, right now we're in the day of age of like numbers, views, like companies, man, they do not have the opportunity to miss out on 100K views of what like you said, we talked
Yeah,
about this before. What the 100K views that are going on this week are not going to be the same 100K views that are going on next week. So you
absolutely.
got to be able to, your advertising team, your marketing team has to know, okay, who's out, like, and as us people, creators, artists, like we kind of,
Mhm,
we have to be able to move the emotional connection association from it because they're running the business. Like,
mhm.
either stay hot or stay or not.
Or not.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They either have the moment or they just keep watching.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shout out to Lyric. Okay, Lyric. Yeah, that makes sense. That
What's
makes sense. Lyric, she's dope. Poet. She did Lyric Perez, who produced Everyday Struggle with Joe Budden and Act, the original setup of that.
what's that? I'm missing out.
Wait, you weren't tapped into Everyday Struggle?
With who? You
That
said Joe
alone,
Budden and Ack?
no, that me saying the name alone, you weren't tapped into Everyday Struggle?
When was that?
Oh my gosh, this is probably one, man. Had they stayed, that was probably one of the biggest moments of like hip hop,
Who? What?
almost 2017.
With
Everyday
Joe
Struggle.
Budden?
Yeah, yes, I've said the name, Joe Budden.
Okay. Respectfully, I didn't listen to Joe Budden, respectfully. I could appreciate the pen now, but
Nah, it wasn't him.
2017,
It
I'm not
wasn't
checking
him.
for Joe Budden.
Yeah, it wasn't him rapping. It was a whole hip hop show.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is Lyric. Yeah, she created this concept, but she's super fire in the culture. She's super dope. She's super dope.
Okay.
Shout out to Lyric, man. Dang, that's hard.
Why'd you bring that up?
What do you mean?
Why'd you bring Lyric up?
Because we were just talking about the Red Bull. I just said she did the Red Bull cipher.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, what do you
It's all
mean?
good. No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah,
Okay.
she produced that, and
Oh, okay.
but
Okay.
she also produced Everyday Struggle. That was on Complex, man. If you ever go back on Complex and watch those early episodes, classic,
Mhm.
man. It was classic. Shout out to Lyric, man. She's super fire. But
Yeah,
that
no,
makes sense.
I
That makes
wasn't
sense.
on the
I seen
internet.
her page. Yeah, I seen her page. But man, Everyday Circle. That was we'll have to talk about that later. That was a moment in hip hop, man. That was like the first like real hip hop talk show, and they was smoking that joint.
Oh
They
yeah.
both were so like raw.
And
On
who
this,
were the? I'm not trying to be funny.
yeah,
Who were the hosts of that again?
yeah, Joe Budden and Academics.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
mhm.
okay.
It was
That's
content gold.
crazy.
Content gold.
I bet.
During that time period for them, because that's an early act. That's before like all the crash out acts. Like
Oh,
that's
so
just
he was different beforehand because to put me in reference to what you're saying, I didn't like a talk show or like a podcast. I really wasn't. I got into that like 2021.
this man is just fresh out the womb. Everybody,
Like I didn't play video games until 2021.
what were you
Before
doing
that,
all
I
these
was
years
just
ago?
like just making music. That's it.
Yeah, I
I
feel
went to work and made music.
went to work and made music. Didn't look at anything on YouTube.
No,
Didn't look at anything.
bro, I didn't get on. This sounds like I'm lying. Hand to God, I did
Okay.
not get on YouTube until like 2022,
All right,
2023.
bro, we out of here, man.
I know. I tell people that, and they're like, "Literally, how?" I'm like, "Cause I was outside." What do you
Outside.
mean? I was outside.
bro, you could be outside in 2018 and still be on YouTube.
I wasn't. I swear. I only
This is
use
in
YouTube.
2009.
Nah, man. I literally my entire life up until quite recently
I just got
was
my
I
phone.
use YouTube as a place to freestyle on type beats. Dead
Fair
ass.
enough. Fair enough.
That, that's all I
This
did on
man
there.
is really from Florida, everybody.
I really dead ass, man. I've been
Yeah.
And
Okay.
now I'm on YouTube every day. So
Hey, facts for sure. But I've been that, but that was at that time period. That was that show had hip hop in the chokehold.
mm,
Like a million of views. Like I'm serious. The numbers they were doing daily
I'm
were
sure.
like a million views a day in that time period was crazy. Like they were
Yeah.
about to take over, like be bigger than the Breakfast Club. But then Joe was Joeing at the end. Joe, I respectfully, I get it. I like listen to him and he talks about that's why I respect Joe and him being like an independent creator
Mhm.
and how he moves with that because during that time period, like I think he was real inspiring because he was like, yo, y'all doing all these different advertisements, y'all starting to bring in this and because we're making it hot and our pay ain't increasing. And he like, yo,
Mhm.
I'm out of here, type shit. If we're not up and if I'm not getting this and that, but that's a whole another
Okay.
thing. But
So
but
Joe has
shit,
always been Joe.
oh for sure, man. Joe, man, what I remember back in either way. But no,
Yeah, man.
that's what got me into that because I was looking up like on one we were just talking like who put this together, and I was like, man, let me look real quick.
Bringing up academics.
Okay.
Ab Soul brought up academics in his song and said the
Mhm.
next time he sees him, he's gonna slap him. And then I saw a reaction of academics saying that if you smack me, it's gonna be the last thing that you do. I'm like, you're a bitch. What are we talking about, academics?
Yeah, pulling
What
the
are we talking about?
man, I ain't gonna indict nobody. I don't even part no Rico, but act, man,
Acts of Fed.
I think
Act,
I was gonna say there's two ways that's probably gonna go down. It's either gonna go down pow pow or it's gonna go down you asshole. You got to get locked up.
literally.
Like
And if you don't want to say that, you can just be like, Ack and Vlad.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Vlad is interesting to me. Riz Radio, talking music with Don Malie. Vlad is interesting to me because I don't know. I just don't. I don't. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what's under. I'm not sure what's happening from. I gotta understand more. And the reason why I say that is because I used to be hardcore. Like, nah, I'm not rocking with Vlad. I'm hardcore. Like,
Yeah.
this ain't what I'm about. But then
Mhm.
it just keep hitting me in my head. Why am I seeing people that are like, whether they're like Black Power or they're like
Yeah.
very fight the system, fuck the man? Why am I
Yeah.
seeing y'all get onto this platform?
Yep.
And so it used to be confusing to me, like it used to be so I don't know, like is he just I don't know. I think it's I don't know. Vlad one confuses me because it's something I'm missing in that. I ain't gonna hold you, it's something I'm missing.
Yeah. We'll know one day.
Yeah.
It'll
I
come out one
thought
day.
that one day would happen by now. I really thought that one day would happen by now where everybody's like, yeah, informant, don't go
Yeah.
there. But
Well,
I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe I, I
I
don't know.
mean, people literally say that
Yeah.
while they're there because he asks questions that only
So
they
why
would
not
know.
being there? Why not being there? Why not being there? So on the 23rd at 9 p.m.
Literally. I was
in
like,
your song, you talked about killing Rara.
yeah, literally.
And on the 23rd, it matches up with the following day when you released the record.
Bro.
You
Man,
tell me
Vlad is the Fed version of Narwhal, I swear.
oh yeah,
Like,
chill. Yo, respect the Narwhal. Don't do Narwhal. Don't
no,
put
no, no,
I know
no.
what you mean. No, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you
It is
mean. And
no
that's fucked
disrespect to
up.
Narwhal at all.
No, that's fucked up, but I definitely know what you mean. But
Narwhal at
man,
least,
talk about a
like,
legend.
yeah,
No,
Narwhal at least is like, he's
wait a
40.
minute. How did you not? When did you get on the Narwhal?
Man, Narwhal is the only person that I've seen like when I wasn't online.
Okay, because I was about to say
I
Narwhal's been
remember,
on for. I remember watching him early day, like early YouTube days.
yeah, I remember. Damn, that's crazy. The only like things that I would see in that realm were like Nardwar. I would see Breakfast Club freestyles, Funk Flex freestyles,
Yeah,
radio freestyles in general, and
yeah.
like Tim Westwood TV. Like that's like
Oh man, take it back.
yeah,
Oh man, I miss these. Oh man, I miss that. Tim Westwood, man.
yeah,
Tim Westwood. Shout
yeah,
out to Tim
man.
Westwood, man.
I remember that.
Like Tim Westwood, that was a moment.
Hmm.
And I like Tim Westwood because he's just like I don't know. I gotta know more. Like I'm gonna,
Dude,
I want to sit down with Tim Westwood because how are you like? How you just be tapped in like this?
I know, right? Well, you got to think he's over in the UK, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if you're the biggest fish in that pond, if you're coming over there,
yeah. Mm-hmm,
I mean, I
mm-hmm,
feel like that's this. I mean, I don't think it's like the same, but I think,
yeah.
excuse me, I think it's the same concept of if you're the big fish in the small pond, hey, it's easier to rise to the top.
I mean, bro, talk about it though, because essentially in that time period, there wasn't really any UK wasn't focused on rap or hip hop. Like people like hear drill and got to
Mhm.
understand that within the last probably 6 years,
Uh-huh.
6 to 8 years, it has
Damn.
UK rap. Like it's so fresh,
Mhm.
so fresh. That's why Aubrey was like one thing about him, and it just is what it is.
Yeah,
He knew where to go in the world and the globe to
for
like
sure.
be early on because oh,
For
okay, I'm
sure.
gonna plant my flag over here and I'm gonna hang out with this scene over here because it's like an investment. In 8 years, this is gonna be the hottest thing, and guess who they're gonna say was here first? Me.
Mhm.
Like
For sure.
he knew that. So
For sure.
man, legend Tim Westwood. More
Yeah,
man.
man.
And I forgot my man now
I
who
know you're
does
talking about.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. He does.
Yells the entire time.
Huh?
The guy that yells the entire time. I can't remember his name right
Yeah, yeah, I love the energy, man. I
now.
love it. I know how annoying it can be, but I think that's what makes these people iconic, though.
Mhm.
Like
Fu
those are the moments that make iconic.
It's fire in the booth.
Fire, yes. Oh my gosh, fire in the booth is crazy, bro. Yo,
Charlie Sloth. There we go. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
I had to get that because my man be coming with the energy.
he do, man.
You know what I liked about him though? He kept it real about about some shit. He didn't
He
name
did.
names, but he kept it real about some shit where he's like, "Man, there was people that came up. It was like, that's the best you got," and they're like, "What you mean?" He's like, "I'm not putting that out, brother." And now they're big. It's just like that's some real shit, man. That he's looking out for you, even though his job is to get views. He said, "No, you need to go back to the drawing board with that, brother."
Yeah, and that's crazy. I'm looking at that was 6 years ago. Drake did that one when he introduced the his UK
His
his
UK
Mons.
accent.
Yeah, Mons. He introduced
Yeah.
Mons.
Up in a bit that do, that bit a beat that did that do. Yeah, fucking all right. Yeah, I mean, I did. I'm not even gonna act like I didn't like it. I liked it because he came in like, "Oh, I was over here drinking. I had no idea I was gonna do this."
Hey, aside from Drake, man, when I first heard that style, like just out of anybody from UK, I would just always die laughing because I'm like,
Yeah.
they have a cheat code that you cannot even do over here. But maybe
No.
we have a cheat code that, if I really think about it, but they have a cheat code because they literally can take that flow and style right there
Mhm.
in this.
Hey, the
Dog,
only
I can't do it because I'll be what's the word? Appropriating. Is that the word I'm looking for? No, it's not that. It's not
I
appropriate.
mean, you can
What's
say that if you want. Yeah,
is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know
it's
why
the
my
word
brain
you're
is
probably looking for. Yeah,
I
yeah.
would, but I wouldn't be. It was not like it's not my like it's not where I'm from. If people heard me
Okay.
doing that,
And
they'd be
hip
like,
hop isn't their culture either, so fuck them.
"No, nah, 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 nah. I ain't gonna do that because hip hop is you got
Nada, nada.
hip
We're
hop
not
is
doing that.
many. Yeah, you got some people.
Yeah.
You got some people. Dang, I can't think of my man name. I met him in Charlotte one time. He's from the UK. He was like a
Mhm.
'90s UK rapper. Dang,
Yeah.
that's crazy. But hip hop is there, but I can't do that style because it's just not who I am. If you saw me, be like, okay, Lee, what you got going on?
Yeah,
But
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
that style
Mhm.
is like, if I was
Yeah.
from there, I would skate on that shit.
Oh yeah. No, it's
Oh my gosh,
it
that
is a
that
cheat code.
it's a cheat code. Like
Because that shit's like plug in play like country music. You know what I mean? Same formula, different artist.
I
It
went to the
works.
store and saw mines, and it's
But
like
it
the
be
reps that you
don't
can take.
peep up, don't fucking what? How'd you make that sound cool? What are we talking about?
You
The
know
only
what?
other what were you
Yo, go
saying?
ahead now. What you about to say?
I was gonna say the only person that like comes to mind off the top when you say that is like people like Glorilla. Like if you got like an accent, you could get away with saying some shit
For
because it
sure,
sounds cool.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
Like what? I don't know. Like you
That's what I
could,
was gonna say. Yeah, if you're from the south, I think from the south we have it
yeah. Because does like a
to a
New York
degree.
accent really translate? You know what I mean?
Nah, but
Mm,
back in day, New York, yeah, they were saying some bullshit back in day. Nah, we're gonna keep it 100.
okay.
There was some East that on some boom bap records. Motherfuckers
Mhm.
would say a lot of bullshit and not be hard, and not be great like concrete. They be saying some awesome. They
Yeah.
be it's the way I'm not from the north,
Hey
so y'all
man.
gotta bear with me.
Hey.
But you know, if you hear that New York accent, they would say
Uh,
some bullshit, and you
yeah.
be listening. You just be, but it'd be like it would be a vibe. It would just be like, and then they would say some shit here and there, but you be listening like.
Hmm. Man,
Alright,
they love to hate the forefathers. You know what I'm saying?
okay, bro. Alright, what the fuck y'all really saying? I used to be like that as a kid. Like, give me
What?
my what y'all really saying? Y'all ain't saying shit.
Oh, yeah. Shouting out the boroughs, brother.
Yeah. Uh
Where's
yeah,
radio? Where's radio? Where's radio?
KRS-One of my favorites from up there. Obviously Hove, but it's a bunch of people. But I'm talking about like that early, like those real just boom bap rappers. It was
Hmm.
just sometimes you don't know what they really saying, but I think that just goes down to like why
Okay.
regions matter though.
You think?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like the West Coast, like Kendrick showed us him leaning into his home. And
Hmm.
we heard of maybe like on Good Kid, Mad City, a little bit of something here and there, but like on GNX, you really heard him lean into a lot of those
Yeah.
slang, a lot of different
I mean, he
voice
put the accent
tonality.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's yeah, but I think that's why regions matter. I think that's if you from like certain areas of the country, certain
Hmm.
areas, I think it becomes tough because you never really got to identify your region with a sound. Like if you're
Hmm.
from the Carolinas,
Yeah.
we're like because of where we land in the South and in the East,
Hmm. It does feel
you
like a blend
yeah, you know what I mean? Like we have an accent a little bit, but then
on certain things. Yeah.
we also talk clear.
Exactly. But what's crazy is what I've noticed, uh, because like, yeah, I made music the majority of my life,
Yeah,
but like I really started making music in the Carolinas,
yeah.
and I feel like it definitely influenced me for sure. Like I'm not gonna act like it didn't.
Okay.
Um, because like I would say Charlotte would be like my home base.
Yeah.
However, comma, if we being real, whatever city I blow up in first, I'm going there always. Like just being real. But I feel like to the point of like we speak clearly, we still can have that flow that like mumbles, but we still speak clearly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think that's why it puts us in a weird position though, because you can hear the clear enough where it's like, all right, don't mumble.
Yeah. Don't mumble.
So
I mean, I don't want to mumble. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Man.
Like you listen to the baby. The baby raps clear. That's why it makes the babies hot, is because you can hear all the shit he's saying.
Yeah. And people say he's off beat. It's not off beat.
I don't
He
know.
just has a different timing.
Yeah, and I don't know. People were getting. I don't know, man. Like he's one of the few people. Like I don't. I don't know. I don't really have an issue with him continuing to use the flow that he uses.
Nah,
I'm
do
cool.
it. He's good at it.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, if you like a bacon, egg, and cheese, keep getting the bacon, egg, and cheese. You don't gotta get a waffle short stack.
Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Riz
Simple
Radio.
as that.
I don't even remember what we were talking about before we got on air. We were going to dive into that. I don't remember what it was.
Man, that was a great Poppy Chalupa is gonna come to me, man.
That's not it.
I remember what it's gonna be. I'm gonna remember what it's gonna be. No, we were talking, dang, that was a great bro. Dom, how did you do this to us, man?
What did I do?
It was a great topic.
Mm.
It was a great topic.
We were talking about T.I., I think.
No, but it was right before T.I. We already covered T.I.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean a little bit.
Oh, it's getting there.
Errors. It was T.I. and his errors. Man, well, the AMAs were last night. For whatever worth.
4th of July.
4th of July. Yeah, this music.
4th of July.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Which maybe I'll tie it into the AMAs a little after this topic. But we were talking about like feeling that reemergence of
time. Oh yeah,
for new artists. I got you.
Yeah.
For feeling new artists and feeling new sounds, and
yes, it feels like it's finally time for the new acts to emerge instead of us continuing to go back to the music that's been around for over a decade. 2 decades.
Yeah.
Hang it up, please. I'm tired of hearing that shit on the radio every day.
You want to hear Buy You a Drink again?
I'm gonna buy you a drink. Why is that on the today's hits?
Hey,
can we talk about that?
That shit still ring.
I'm sure it does. But I'm sure there's some other song out there that hits the same way. Hey, I'm not gonna act like it don't hit. It slaps.
I was about to say, bro. Hey, I don't want to hear no redo of it. Give me that one.
Oh my god, that part. I'm tired. I mean, this isn't even that problem, but I'm tired of the movie industry doing reboots. Fucking stop. Have an original thought. Y'all had some 20 years ago. What happened? Y'all, what are we doing? Hey, and now it's like, all right, we're just gonna recycle the same hits from the early 2000s on the today's hits. What are we talking about? Brother?
The same thing happens in music, and I hate it. And I'm gonna be real with you. I hate it because these are songs that I actually, at one point in my mind, thought it'd be cool to have redone, but like, there's been the trend, and Hitmaker, shout out to Hitmaker, dope producer.
Hitmaker.
But him taking a lot of, not just him, but it's been other artists, but taking a lot of like the early, because the early, like the Usher joints, and then getting Summer Walker with
Usher,
or getting like T-Pain, and then the Glow, isn't it T-Pain and Glorilla? They took it was T-Pain and
they're doing reboots.
Yeah,
I didn't even hear about them.
Yeah, T-Pain and Glorilla. That's what it was. I knew it was that. I love
Glorilla.
It. Yeah.
I need an ad lib, bro. Everybody got an ad lib. I don't got an ad lib. What? I don't even know what mine would be. Yeah. You got an ad lib, Lee?
Yeah, I do actually.
What is it? That is it. Holy shit. You know what I was gonna say too? Which is crazy. Was I was gonna be like, damn, my only like consistent ad lib is like me doing a bullshit ass laugh before a song.
Yeah.
I was like, or like, not even, that's not it, but like,
yeah, I hope not sinister.
That one. It's sinister. It's like, I know I'm about to say some shit.
It was that one.
Nah, hold up.
They feel mad safe in the diss.
I know. It's I did it on BDE.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, no, I realized a while ago, like that was I said it, and I just said I'm gonna just stay consistent with it. I ain't gonna try to force it, and then after a while, if you really hear it, then you'll be like, okay,
that's true.
Riz Radio, talking music with Dom and Lee. Make sure you download the app, Riz Radio. All right,
Radio.
Let's see what he got. Let's see what Dom, what his drop, his ad lib is.
I don't think it's necessarily this one because I've been doing it lately, but it's like it's one of those things where it's like I can't do it if I'm thinking about it. It has to like come out if it's appropriate for that song. And now I almost don't even want to play this because it's not going to be the same. but I'm gonna play it.
Hey. Where Auntie at?
That. That's not even it anymore,
Yeah,
though.
that can't be it because you wait.
It's way
Yeah, that
more
definitely
sinister
can't
now.
be it because you be having emo records too, and like R and I can't see you doing that on like or R&B record. I can't hear you going do it. You be
I
getting ready to like bust out into like singing.
don't know what mine is. I don't know what mine is, man. I don't know.
Dawn, baby.
That's definitely not it. That's definitely not it. Fucking what?
Dawn, baby. Dawn.
Dumb period.
Ooh, what is the noise? What is the noise of period? Period. Oh, period.
That's some Playboy Cardi.
You get some. You get like you get one of the homegirls in there to be like and period. You
No,
get one of those and periods.
doing that
Oh man,
that's not fire.
oh what? You get one of the
Man,
homegirls and period.
you gassing up a lighter right now. That
Hey,
shit
I'm
weak.
guessing. Hey, you'll hit all the communities with that one. I'm trying to
No.
help you. I'm trying to help you out with the branding. Hit
That ain't
all
it.
hit all the communities with that. Period. They be like that's
Period.
Dom.
No. Nah, man. That
Like
ain't
cat.
it.
You're like Carl Anthony Towns. And yeah.
I was literally thinking of him. I was literally thinking of him. Man, he could hoop though.
No.
I don't know. I got to think about it. I'll report back tomorrow with my ad lib. I don't know what the fuck it is at the moment.
Okay. All right. Take some time. Think I'll let it marinate.
Mm-hmm.
And period. Yeah. Oh. Now this does feel like a good era. I mean, depending on like how you felt, I think every wave is going through has their different moments of different. But you know what is interesting to think about though? Technology has also been the introduction of the new wave too. So like I say that, and I'm not gonna go too far back, but I just look at my different times in my existence. CDs. Okay. CDs, Master P, the South, more independent artists.
Yeah.
It's not like vinyl. It's a different way of like being able to distribute and self-produce. Then when it comes to the internet blog era, J. Cole, Wiz Khalifa, Drake, these are like blog artists.
For sure.
Then the SoundCloud era, Playboy Cardi, Bryson Tiller, Chance, SoundCloud Sound, Summer Walker.
She SoundCloud?
For sure. That's how she got popping.
Damn. I was never on SoundCloud. That's crazy.
Hey man, SoundCloud still gets it going. So it does make my mind wonder now with the new technology.
Yeah. I mean, there was like the TikTok artists, but like,
oh yeah, TikTok, yeah, but TikTok's.
I don't really get it because if I'm being like, if I'm trying to think of like, we're talking about like a mainstream success of an artist from TikTok. The only person that comes to mind, and maybe it's just because of the field I look into, would be Tommy Richmond, but he fumbled that so hard. So it's like, I don't know who outside of him came up from TikTok and got to that main of a stage.
Man.
But then fucked it up like terribly. How are you going to ingratiate yourself into a hip hop culture and then be like, but I'm not hip hop. Don't put me in hip hop category. That's wild.
Yeah.
My bad. You don't want to go there? I apologize. Let's talk about the favorite male hip hop artists of the year. Let's talk about that instead.
Where's radio? One of those things. What shoulder down would have listened to? You know what's interesting is
don't lean good.
I think it was real interesting how Brent Faiyaz had signed him. That's what I'll say.
I think that's interesting as well. That's very interesting. It's very interesting that the guy that's labeled as a toxic masculinity signed the guy that denounced hip hop.
I don't know.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
You got something. You're just making me say the things.
I ain't got nothing for it. Hey, bro. I ain't got nothing.
All right.
That's your wheelhouse. I'm gonna let you cook with that one.
Oh, that's my wheelhouse? Okay. All right. All right.
I ain't got nothing for that one.
Yeah, let's talk about the AMAs because that fucking matters.
Yeah, man. American. When you're proud to be American, you recognize American music. And
is that their tagline?
No, it sounds good though, didn't it?
That should be their tagline because it's fucking gross. That was terrible. That was so good. Like corporate marketability, perfect, but fucking dumb. What do you mean?
When you're American, you recognize American music.
That was good. That was actually honestly that's good. I'm not even trying to clown you. That was actually really good.
Hey, AMAs, hire me. As a
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Before we get to that though, I think, and it may be to what I was showing you right before I sent you something I just been playing around with. I think this is maybe we talking about technology. Maybe it's through AI.
The votes?
No, I mean like I was just saying like how technology has been connected to an emergency, not emergency, but like an emergence of new artists.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think maybe it could be now with AI, but not from the form of what everybody's like not from like hearing as the rapper or hearing like the beats made, but maybe from like the content that's created through it.
Yeah. Trying
like
to help.
Like if you see an artist put together a whole film or like a whole music video that was made from AI.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there's going to be applications of it for sure. And whoever cracks the code on utilizing AI into the music industry, that's not that the AI being the voice or being the production. I think you're right. I think that'll definitely be an emergent tool. Yeah. That's for sure, man.
Who did win last night though? Like, I am curious to know how. I will say it was a viral moment. I gotta go and check out. It was about Shabuzi.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Staged or not staged? Dom, do you think it was
that moment or the performance?
That moment. No, that moment.
It looked real to me. It looked like he saw some bullshit and he was like, I can't let that slide. What are you talking about? Literally what? You're saying that a white family invented country music? Okay. Didn't we just do this whole
I ain't gonna hold you, my
Carter thing?
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. My black ass. She said the Carters. You know what I'm thinking about?
No, dead ass. I thought them too.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, what's wrong with that? Yeah, the Carters.
Dead ass, bro.
I looked up. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, I thought the exact same thing, but I was also like, but the thing is, I feel like that face still would have been applicable because like you're gonna say Beyonce just created country music. That's crazy.
Yeah, this whole morning I'm like, dang, people ain't trying to give the queen her props.
She did it. Oh my god. All right, you just start thanking Beyonce before every show.
Oh God.
Hey, maybe that's how we got to do it. So today we got to end it with thank you, Beyonce.
Thank you, Beyonce, man. Thank you for inventing country because I don't know who this other Carter family is, but I'm recognizing the real Carters. Shabuzi, my man. It's okay. It's okay. She was talking about the queen, bro. She was talking about the queen. That would look. Hey, my man. That was a real moment.
It's hilarious. That is. Yeah, I thought it was funny, man. I didn't think it was funny. Did you see who won the hip hop though?
Well, that's what I wanted to get into. I wanted to get into that. Like, I wanted to get into the award, the American winners. Let me see here. List of winners right here. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but let's pull it up right here. Oh, that's not the wrong year. I'm in 2022.
What a year!
What a year! Taylor Swift obviously cleaned it up.
You think?
Not surprised there. Oh yeah, that's what it was showing on the list.
Riz Radio.
Are they gonna give me the actual? Oh, you tell me who won hip hop because I don't. I gotta pull up the list.
Eminem.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, now I gotta pull up the list.
Yeah, so I was like, you're gonna need a list regardless.
Because now I gotta see that in fine print. Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem
won hip hop of the year.
Yeah.
And did you listen to that? Did you listen to that album? No. The
No, I did not.
you didn't.
No, I
Gotcha.
forgot he made an album. Respectfully.
Yeah.
After I saw it, I did remember like the marketing for it. I did
Yeah.
remember that after they said it, because they use like a younger version of him talking
Yeah.
to the older version of him. I remember all that. But
Yeah.
then I'm also like, how did Eminem win when the whole focus for the majority of the year was Kendrick Lamar and Aubrey
Okay.
Graham?
We're
But
definitely.
then you
Yeah.
find out that it's fans that vote in. So
So
like,
you obviously know how that goes.
yeah, yeah,
Which no one's. I don't. M is so dope to me.
yeah,
He's so dope to me because his hive don't even need a hive name. It's just they exist.
yeah. I should clearly, yeah,
Really.
fucking clearly, dude.
Clearly in America. Billie Eilish cleaned up. Yeah, she cleaned up. She got Artist of the Year.
Cool.
I'm
In what
not
category? Do you know?
just Artist of the Year.
Oh, just artist
Yeah,
of the
just
year.
Artist of the Year. Yeah, it was a good list of artists. Um, yeah, it was a good list of artists in that one. Album of the Year, Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Song of the Year, Billie Eilish. Collaboration of the Year. I did not know Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars had a song together. Shout out to Bruno Mars, man.
Yeah, that was
Shout
at the
out to-
height of the internet saying that he had gambling debts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, he cleaned up that debt.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck what you heard.
Yeah.
Fuck what you heard. Social Song of the Year.
Social song of the
Yeah,
year.
Social Song of the Year. I
It's
guess
gonna be a white man, isn't it?
no. Just another Doechii. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anxiety.
It's anxiety.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Lee? How do you feel about that poetic Lee?
Well, I'm gonna give my thoughts. I'm just right now going through some of the winners right now. Favorite touring artist, Billie Eilish cleans up again. Favorite music video, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. I guess I gotta check that song out. That seems to be a hit. Favorite male pop artist, Bruno. Yo, shout out to man, Bruno. That's how you get the fuck out of debt. That's how you get out of debt right there. You go to work.
That's
Favorite female pop artist, Billie Eilish. She won pop album, pop song. Billie, God dang, Billie. That's gonna be a whole nother show too. Because Billie, I don't know about Billie, but
I gotta check it out.
Favorite is somebody was playing a song from the other day. It's mayonnaise at the highest degree. I think it was great. I think like you gotta recognize like that mayonnaise at the like that fine that $20 jar. That's
organic.
Yeah, that's hard.
Free range, grass fed.
Hey, I didn't know Post Malone. He's made his full conversion. He got male country artist of the year.
Yeah, he finally.
Female country artist of the year, Beyonce. Should have known that was gonna kill.
If that did it, then that would have been weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass that. It doesn't matter. Oh, country album of the year, Beyonce. So she got that one. Country song of the year. That's a Post Malone song. Okay, so favorite, and that's what makes it. Yeah, favorite male hip hop artist, Eminem. I see that though because the list is Drake, Future, Kendrick, and Tyler the Creator. I don't see any other. If this is being fan voted, I don't see Kendrick Lamar. First off, where was it even announced, marketed, and promoted for Kendrick Lamar people to vote? We obviously know Drake, no more bots. So same thing with that over there. I don't think he even cares. And Future,
come on.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna leave that one there. Tyler the Creator, I think, has a dope audience. Again, it comes down. I think his issue is the same thing as the Kendrick Lamar issue, and a little bit of the Drake issue. I don't think Tyler really cares. And who's promoting for people to actually vote though?
Yeah, what I would, how I see it, I'm like, I don't even see any of those people making a post about it. Like at all.
Exactly.
Like,
not even really caring.
I feel like that would have to come down to
the team.
That for sure. And then the demographics of the fans and what they partake in. Because
Eminem fans
don't
are definitely up to date on this type of shit.
maybe. I don't know. I mean, I would love to see his demographic, to be honest with you. I was looking at my demographics the other day and I was like, "Oh, okay. All right. I
Hmm.
didn't see that coming, but all right. Cool."
Favorite female hip hop artists. How do you feel about them using the word female? That's pretty interesting. Um,
You're just gonna glaze over that?
I
That's
just think
hilarious.
I think that's real interesting in this time for us to be in this time and for that to be a real like issue for people,
Uh,
for women that they're using it like boldly favorite female, not favorite one. I guess that doesn't read off the tongue well. Favorite woman hip hop artist. I don't know.
yeah. Um, I mean,
This is when we need to open up
we
the
could
show.
take it back. I think that when we were growing up, like people still said female, and like I thought it was weird personally.
Okay.
I never really had any context as to why I felt like it was weird, besides like the people that were saying it
Okay.
and how they were using the word female.
Got you.
Because I don't think the word female is inherently bad.
Yeah.
However, I feel like the majority of men that I've heard use the word female, how they're using it is
Yeah.
crazy. I think that's crazy. But
Understood.
I think being mad at the word female or male, I think that's weird though. But I could understand the feeling towards it because of the context that it's constantly placed in.
Yeah. Understand that. Understand that. Well, Megan the Stallion did win that award, so
Gross.
I think that makes sense though. I
For sure. I mean, her fans paid
Glorilla,
$1,000
Doechii,
to go to
Lotto,
whatever.
Sexy Red. Yeah, I don't see them getting that. But now when I see favorite hip hop album, it
Mhm.
does make sense because Eminem won favorite hip hop album. It was a good album, but the other choices are in there: Metro Boomin and Future, We Don't Trust You, Gunna, One of One, Kendrick with GNX and Tyler the Creator. Those are some good projects, but I think that album hit more people than any of those other projects. Well, I mean, Eminem's album hit more people.
Did you listen to that Metro album?
Yeah, what? I love that joint.
You did?
Yeah,
All right, I'll keep moving.
yeah. I love that one. I
All
love
right.
that.
Respect.
Which one? Which one? You talking about? Because they dropped two,
The one with him and Future?
but they dropped two different ones last year.
Okay. My
All right.
bad.
Okay, yeah, because I can understand it's which based on which one you heard.
I think it was the first one. The one with it was We Don't Trust You, and which one?
We Still Don't Trust You.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. I forgot about that one, respectfully.
Yeah,
Like
okay,
you're gonna drop in the middle of the beef?
for sure.
That's a weird time, brother.
I think it was.
They're being weird
He
about it
started
now.
off yeah, he started off the beef. You might as well drop.
I know, but it's just weird, man. They literally started the whole shit, and then now they're being like, I don't even know what the fuck is on.
Yeah, that is
Some
funny.
bitch activity.
Uh,
Anyways,
favorite male R&B artist, The Weeknd won, so that was pretty.
is he R&B? Do you consider him R&B? I'm not trying to be salacious. I'm
No,
like
no, no,
genuinely asking.
no. Um, I mean, Weeknd's pop, but he's on
Yeah.
that. He's pop. He's pop.
Hmm.
I think that's just his team categorizing him in a lane that he can win. He's pop though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's like I don't
It's
think
not
it's
a bad thing.
undeserved. Yeah, I don't think it's
Yeah,
undeserved. I just think it's the wrong play.
yeah. I think because of because the problem is who you have to give it to in that is Chris Brown.
R&B or pop?
No R&B. If Weeknd is not in that category,
Yeah.
Chris Brown gets that because he had the better project. I mean, his project is dynamite. And I mean, Chris Brown is kind of crazy how he still is blackball in the industry.
I know.
I mean, it's
He
just
just
like
got
that's
charged. You saw
crazy.
that?
Yeah, he just got out too.
Yeah, yeah. On how that bail was a couple million.
Woo, but hey, shoot, he about to hit this
He
world
out.
tour. So he'll
I
make
hope
it.
that defense is good.
I hate that, but
I
gotta
know.
watch out. Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out where you at. I don't
Mhm.
know how his team didn't see that one coming. Favorite female R&B should have seen that one, SZA.
Okay.
Favorite R&B album, The Weeknd. Hurry. So basically, if you won the category album of the year, then you were probably gonna win the favorite artist too, because The
Yeah.
Weeknd won the R&B album,
Mhm.
which is crazy because none of those other ones probably would have won. R&B songs is Saturday, yeah. So, man, oh yeah, shout out to Bad Bunny, got his thing in there. So I think that was the ones that we really like.
Benito.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Linkin Park. Okay, Linkin Park. They still making shit happen. Favorite rock song was Linkin Park.
Ooh, shout out them. Linkin Park.
In 2025, Lady Gaga got favorite dance electric artist.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey.
Favorite Afro beats artist, Tyler.
Oh, that Make Me Sweat song?
No, man, that was 2 years ago. She just got favorite artist, favorite Afrobeat artist. They didn't really go deep into the Afrobeats category.
Yeah.
They just gave them, hey, favorite artist.
This is an interesting concept of an award. Because it's like, all right, have the fans vote. That is interesting.
And how do the fans know how to vote?
Yeah, it feels like pad stacking, but stat padding. Sorry.
I mean, but
but there's no bots though, right?
Hey, for some reason, hey, bro, hey, man,
hey,
man,
it's been real.
It's been real right here. Talking music with Dom and Lee, Riz Radio. We've done it again. Till tomorrow, we out.